Are you struggling to master storytelling, to create your perfect presentation, or to craft truly irresistible offers that drive people to take action? If you are, imagine having all the tools at your fingertips that can help you not only put all of this together in one nice, neat little package, but get you ready to work with experts like Jimmy and Danny. It all starts with our new school course, which I'm so excited about. Authentic Intelligence, Master Your Story, Transform Your Business is what we're calling it. I love the term authentic intelligence, something Danny came up with on a call that we did recently. I'm going to let him explain it to you.
Dave has saved my life with this AI. Everybody freaks out about artificial intelligence, but when used properly, it's also authentic intelligence. I think of Men in Black. The Will Smith character is, he points out to Tommy Lee Jones, you know the difference between you and me? I make this look good. That's what Dave does with the AI. He makes us look better. It's the cherry on top. We were the vanilla ice cream. He's adding all the hot fudge and everything. And it just saves so much time, energy, and headache that I used to spend trying to refine talks. Now we have an instant tool. I'm getting all kinds of ideas that I never even thought of. It's making me sound much more intelligent than I ever could be. That's all a tribute to what Dave has put together. And it's just going to simplify people's lives.
Okay, so real quick, that's just an example of Danny coming up with something on the fly. It's just one of the things, it's Danny's little ninja skill that he has, where he is able to just come up with some brilliant taglines right on the fly. He came up with authentic intelligence, and I said, wow, that's actually what it is. So before we get into the course itself, I want to talk a little bit about my experience with AI. My whole career, 18 years in digital marketing, has really been defined and been driven by disruptive technologies. That's how I've kind of done this business. I've always found the thing that's kind of cutting edge that everybody else kind of goes, man, I don't know, and dove in hard with it. Sometimes that hasn't really resulted in much because sometimes things die, but more often than not, it's paid off for me. When AI first came out, I recognized right away, this is most certainly disruptive technology. I need to really dive in and learn a lot more about AI. Now, that was sort of 21, 22. I was so disappointed with the early work that I was able to accomplish using AI tools. Most of that was just the models were incapable of the processes that I really wanted to utilize them for. I have a very specific way that I approach AI. It's, process over prompts is kind of the way I describe it to people. A lot of people who've been disappointed with AI, it's either because the model they're using is very, very weak, or maybe the wrong model for the specific task, or they're just putting in a prompt and giving a computer that has access to the entire internet and all the history of the world a prompt that doesn't help it understand what its actual job is. That's not what we're going to do here. We're going to focus on process. The first thing we're going to do as part of this process is create a business information database for you. This is a truly valuable resource. Yes, you can use the business information database to apply the 5 C's prompts that I have for you. They're all in a document, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. But you can also use this business information database to find out all kinds of information, because we are going to take a deep dive on your target audience. We are going to take a deep dive on the backstory of why you got into this business and why it's important to you. We are going to do things like understanding the mission of your business. So this information database is going to understand everything there is to know about your business. Now, you can use that for a whole host of processes, and I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with when you start applying the business information database in context far beyond what I'm going to talk about. And I'm looking forward to working with you to help you develop anything specific that you want to do. The business information database, for example, could help you write emails. It could help you draft letters. It could help you create YouTube scripts. It could help you create ad copy. It could help you create plain old copy for social media posts. It could help you create a calendar for your business, so you have a regular posting schedule, which pretty much every algorithm loves a regular posting schedule. Certainly what we do here. So I'm just going to walk you through the process of creating a business information database the same way that I did for Well Crafted. So what the course is, it's a step-by-step, lesson-by-lesson video tutorial where I'm going to walk you through all of this, the creation of the business information database, and then the application of the 5 C's framework to it. If you are experienced in AI, you're going to fly through this and you're probably going to come up with some brilliant ways to use this thing that I haven't thought of, which is what I'm really looking forward to learning about. If you're new to AI and maybe a little intimidated by it, don't worry. We're going to take things slow. We're going to go step by step. And I'll always be around to help you answer any questions. You get stuck, you reach out to me. I will make sure we get past whatever the roadblock is. What it does, well, what it does it really is going to depend on you. If you're starting from scratch and you don't have a presentation, you don't know what stories you want to talk about, you don't know what content you want to teach, you don't really have an offer, you don't really have a call to action or a closing, this is going to provide you that entire framework. Now, again, it's not going to replace Jimmy and Danny. It's not going to come up with something brilliant like authentic intelligence. It's just not capable of doing that in all likelihood, but it will give you the start point and the framework, and it'll help you step by step go through that entire process. If you're starting from scratch, this is for you. Now, if you're an experienced business owner and you've done a lot of presentations and you've got a presentation mapped out already, all the better. That's the type of stuff we'll feed into the business information database so that it knows what you're already talking about. Then it's going to help you further refine that. It's going to make sure you're not using industry jargon that just kind of confuses and alienates people, but that you're talking about their problems in the same way they would talk to their problems, or they would explain their problems rather to their spouse over dinner or their buddies at a bar over some beers. Simplifying things, making sure that your offer is irresistible and that the call to action is clear, concise, and will convert. It can help people on all levels. And again, going back to if you're a starter, this is going to help you level up and get to that experienced business owner level. And from there, you can further refine it because this isn't a one-stop, do this thing once and you're done. This is something that you have an ongoing conversation with. You can continue to train this chatbot and it will continue to learn and it will continue to refine and get better over time. What makes it unique? I mean, why couldn't you just take our 5Cs process, plug it into a chatbot, and let it rip? You could. Let me know how that turns out. What makes this unique is the business information database process, because we're not going to put some prompts into a computer that knows the entire internet and the history of the world. We're going to put these prompts into something that is focused and highly trained on you, your business, your reason for doing that business, and whatever your specific product and service is and how you want to present it to people. That's what makes it unique. It's the process. So what does this all mean for you? First of all, no more guesswork. You're going to eliminate all the frustration of starting from scratch with every presentation. If you have a new presentation, maybe you're doing that in a different venue. Maybe you've got a presentation that you're used to giving at a trade show or, in front of some sort of live audience, but now you're going to go on a podcast and things change. You can go back into this business information database and just tell it that, hey, help me adjust my presentation for a podcast instead of a live stage. And it will do that. Here's the offer that I want to make, because your offer may be different in those two different venues. You're going to have a ton of confidence in your story because you're going to have gone through it a lot and you'll have all the structure. You're going to have a lot of clarity in your offer. And I can't really overemphasize this piece of it. So many people think that they have a compelling offer. A lot of people don't have an offer and they're struggling to figure out what that offer should be. This is going to give you absolute clarity on your offer and what it should be. It's also going to help you create a deep connection with the audience, which if you've followed our stuff and you've seen the other courses, you know how important that is in our whole process. Finally, it's really, as I said earlier, a lasting resource. This is not something that you just do once and never use again. Not at all. This is something you can keep coming back to over and over and over again. And as a bonus, I'm going to throw in a bunch of other prompts that you can feed into this chatbot to do a whole variety of processes. Okay, I think those will be very helpful for those people who have a certain level of mastery with artificial intelligence, or in this case, authentic intelligence, and they'll really be helpful to help you kind of fine tune some of these processes. So that's it. Are you ready to transform your business with authentic intelligence and storytelling? If you are, all you have to do is go to the Classroom tab. You'll see the course there. Just run through the process, unlock the course. I am so looking forward to working with people and doing this, because one of the cool things about the AI community is it's collaborative. Once we start working together, you're going to figure out ways to use this I didn't even think about. That's where the magic happens. That's where we make this thing even better together. With that, I'm going to leave you. I hope you go to the Classroom tab, go check it out. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. this is kind of my baby. As you can tell, Jimmy and Danny said, all right, if you want to launch this course, that's great. Why don't you teach it? And I got really excited about that because Jimmy and Danny are our teachers. They're the experts in public speaking. And this is my bailiwick, as my grandfather would say. I'm looking forward to working with you. Questions, DM me. I'll see you on the other side in that school course.